For the MCC to come to fusion, it seemed very clear that it is contingent on the opposition, because going further, it is also very clear that the expeditious implementation of the unity agreement and that of the recommendations in the tripartite committee are also part of, the benchmarks that should be met. How critical are the opposition more so at this particular moment? Because they are party to these documents. They're the ones who sign these documents, together with the government. Alpha Khan.
I think if the opposition had any criticism of the award of the MCC to the government, they would have voiced it. Immediately after the elections, okay, some of their members were saying that we will go and oppose the MCC. But after discussions and dialogue and things like that, at the end of the day, the majority, including the leadership of the party, saw that whatever was happening, as far as the MCC was concerned, is for Sierra Leone. So let's work together. So they have given it their tacit endorsement. For me, I don't see anything that will stop it through any opposition, which they have already demonstrated by supporting the endorsement of the MCC. So I don't think the opposition is a critical obstacle in this one. I think they are partners.
You seem very confident, Alpha Khan.
I am, because I know them. I've been there before. I was with them. And I know the kind of people I'm talking about. Their aim is also to see Sierra Leone develop, just that they have their own pathway. President Bio has another pathway, but at the end of the day, the goal is the same. We want to develop Sierra Leone. At the moment, President Bio, his own pathway is in what is called the pole position. He's ahead and will get there faster. That is why the country is with him.
I know this project will be executed under the supervision of the MCC in as much as they have a hub within Sierra Leone, but the general populace is in a haste. These pointers that are placed within the MCC comes to fusion, as you already mentioned. Of course, it's also in line to about 4 million Sierra Leoneans will have to benefit from same. And the essence of electricity in a country, is one that triggers development in every other sector. Alpha Kanu, how hopeful should Sierra Leoneans be at this particular moment?
Well, let me first of all tell our people the good news. The good news is that the source of electricity, the generation of electricity, already exists in the country, and moves are being made.
Sure.
Recently, we just launched a project to generate 150 megawatts. When you generate 150 megawatts, how do you get it to the homes of the people? The electricity is there. In Port Loko, we have a hydroelectric station that generates 2 megawatts. We only use 550 megawatts every day. So it means 1.5 megawatts, 550 kilowatts. Well, 1.5 megawatts goes to waste. So we have to turn off one of the turbines in order not to just generate electricity like that. We don't need it. Now, if you have transmission, that 1.5 megawatts, the 500 kilowatts would go to Lunsar. The 500 kilowatts will go to Lunge. The 500 kilowatts will also go to Cambia. So you'll find that in that vicinity, within the Port Loko district and parts of the Cambia district, Bankasuka hydroelectric is enough to give us the power we need. We have 2 megawatts in Port Loko. We're using 500 megawatts. We can't take it to Lunsar because there are no transmission lines. So these transmission lines are the ones that the MCC is going to focus on. I really listened to His Excellency the Vice President's explanation of why this project was there. It is mainly to improve the transmission and distribution lines in the country, which means that when you generate electricity there, as we are planning in Moyamba and all that kind of thing, Bangwatuk and even Bont will have, if you have the lines to take it there. What we don't have is the transport. Now we have the CLSG, which has come. But the difficulty is getting it to the demanding and deserving populations. How do you take it? You need the highway, you need the access, you need the road, and the road is that transmission line. So the transmission lines are the ones that we are focusing on. Once we have enough transmission lines, I know we can generate enough electricity. In Port Loko right now, we have 2 megawatts of hydroelectric power. We have standby generators, Together they make up another 2 megawatts. So we have a totality of 4 megawatts. There's also 6 megawatts solar power that is already being developed in Port Loko. So by the time we finish, we have 10 megawatts in Port Loko. What do we do with it? It has to be transported. That is why the focus on transmission and distribution lines is excellent for us. It's good for the people of Sierra Leone. It will make the impact faster than people think.